Time has finally come. In which I dive straight into something that I have no idea how it works or what it is, but I thought it would be funny, so let's do it. Hang on, I need to figure out a way to capture this first. Here, this should be it. There we go. Oh man, it's time. By the way, the unauthorized reproduction of I couldn't read all of that, but here's another Konami joint. This clearly means that this is gonna be another Castlevania game. The Castlevania games that were clearly, as you might recall, all distributed by Atlas. Oh man. One with the bizarre mustaches. And the ones where the only things you can do is to keep running away and keep running. Oh yes, this is Hellnight. I have no idea what happens in this game, or how to play it, but I've never watched Mike's LP of it either, so... This is a completely blind run. Just gotta let people know that this is going on. And dive headlong into whatever this is, and whatever bizarre procedures I'm gonna have to go through to make my way through it. I take it we're somewhere in Japan and Renee is not from around here. Took place at an ordinary subway accident that took the lives of 56 people. You were involved in the accident. Where's I now? Blood and rubble lay scattered about. Something horrible, Tokyo mesh. Menacing underground resident who fled from life above the surface. Another world, quote unquote. What is this metropolis, quote unquote? The followers of the Dark Messiah. What is waiting at the other end? Life, death, and unimaginable horror is about to begin. Oh, I am sure.
You are the one that will be the next Prince of Darkness.
The next Prince of Darkness. See, I told you this was somehow tied into Castlevania. Alright, now let's see if the controller works. There we go. It's this thing that I'm playing it on. Shake, don't shake, oh shake. Oh, POV, hang on. Narration on, of course, though again, I don't know how well that's gonna work. Right, let's start a new game, because I have no games to load. Well, I'm glad the control works, because this thing has given me a few problems in the past with weird X-input issues that can happen if you plug and unplug the controller at an unfortunate time, but apparently that's not the case now, so I'm glad. We're in Ichagaya, or whatever that said. At second laboratory for special research. Not research, research. So I take it this game wasn't proofed very well. Or at all. Okay. Code is called Holy Ring, quote unquote. Missing incidences at subway stations. Those two things are getting people's attentions these days. Here in Tokyo, I see the Dark Messiah up there. Repent all you're wanting. Your world is coming to an end. It's been foretold that your world will end with the millennium. Just a typical day in Tokyo, or night, I guess. Again, those guys. Try to get Night Lizard. And thanks for the bits, Red Bear. Alright then. So someone spilled some of their tomato juice. Why are Thai kept following me? Oh my goodness. Someone spilled their tomato juice in the lab, and then there's some cultists out on the streets, and then this is going on. Oh goodness. That actually make the train derail. You gasp. Boy. That horrible noise, and then the train fell over. And then the window to the next car was a static picture. KKK. Even officers don't move. We somehow already know that. Even though there's multiple people there, one of them is called Ivanov, and oh well, the subtitles are going fast. Well, I say subtitles, more like it's more like intertitles because there's no voices to accompany them. I'm pretty sure I recognize that machine gun sound effect from like old Flash games from like 2005. Incoming control now, in the maintenance room. It's still coming, isn't there a way to get away from it? We've got Harry, young girl. Is that the same one that we already saw? Her name was Naomi before. Alright. Okay, can use the pad and the control stick. There's a jump of iron plates and equipment stacked up inside. There's a compass here. I found a compass. Floorboard's locked with a padlock. There's probably something important behind it. Wonder if we can't get this open somehow. So I guess there's nothing else in the machinery. But there is a crowbar here. It might come in handy. With this UI. And these sound effects. There's probably something important behind it. So let's see, if I press circle I can bring that up. If I press triangle... I guess I try to exit, but I can't right now. Probably not a good idea to leave right now. Start and select don't seem to do anything. The L buttons also, well, L and R also don't seem to do anything. So I guess we're using this crowbar on the floorboards to smash the lock. Really? Couldn't we have just used it to? Well, I don't know. I was gonna say pry open the boards regardless of the lock, but the stairs leads down into the darkness. All right. Let's check out this hall with the staircase leading down. Oh man. We're Resident Evil here. I see. You want to see? Oh boy. Gonna assume that's gonna be a yes. No data, other data. Well, there's only one place I can save to apparently, so let's make a new game file. Maybe I should have prepared a new memory card for this. But hey, whatever. I hope that one save file is enough. Red Bear, feel free to tell me if you don't think one save file is enough. Must be in a sewer or something. If we could just find some stairs or something to get back to the surface, that would be great. Was that thing chasing us and those soldiers? What were they gonna do with us? Probably don't know any more than I do, right? Well, I don't. This is Naomi Sugiura. Was out with some friends and we lost track of time and then this happened. It sounds like something out of a nightmare, you know. None of it seems real, like it shouldn't be happening. Got to find a way back to the surface. Alright, now I can move. So we got tank controls for moving around, I take it. Oh well, it's kind of slidey. Let's see. Why did this have to happen to me? Oh, that's for talking to her, I guess. I can bring up a map. Things above us, we can't go that way. Is that with circle? Yeah, okay, with circle we check stuff. Can bring up the map with triangle. And I do have a quick save, what do you call it? Save states. I do have that at my disposal. Hey. It's got this weird looking mark on it, kinda creepy if you ask me. Found an iron card. It frightens me somehow. Shoulder button. Oh yeah, well with L you can do that. Like you don't turn in that direction, just kind of look over your shoulder or something, I guess. You can strafe with L1 and R1. You do this with L2. And with R1, or R2 rather, you can stay in one place and look around like this, I guess. Alrighty then. Now we can go a little bit faster if we hold X, I see. Gotta go out on a limb and say I don't want to abuse that, so... Alright, hang on. Can we... get this marked as like a dead end? Yes, we can. Okay. What if we go this way? Well, I can see a ladder behind that thing, but there's no way through. So let's just check out the sewer. Wait a minute. We've got to get out of here. It's coming after us, it's behind us, is it? I don't see it. Oh, okay. that actually behind us, or was it in front of us though? Oh no, that's behind us. Alright, let's oh boy, okay, now it's time to run, I guess. I think I wanna stick around. That thing's there. Don't think that's a friend. Alright. It's kinda weird. I'm trying to play this with, try to move around with the D-pad since would use the control stick, but it's kind of jumpy, like I'm using it right now, and just end up trying to, like, wobbling around drunkenly, because it's really sensitive for when you're looking off to the sides rather than going straight ahead. Oh, what do we have here? Switch, do you want to pull it? I don't think this is the kind of switch you would pull, but okay. Guess we pulled the switch. And I see there's an electrical thing over there, so I don't think we want to keep going that way. It's the good old wire stuck in the water. Oh, and a door. Can we get in here, maybe? By mashing circle and... Oh, okay. Yes, we can, but only if you're not trying to advance towards it. It's kind of weird. So let's see, in the maintenance room we got machinery and machinery. There's a light coating on dust and everything, nothing's been running for a while. The smell of oil is heavy in the air. The pipes are flecked with brownish stains here and there. Looks like it's blood, oh boy. What happened in here? Could it be the train crash that we were told about in the intro? I guess we're not going there. What's that thing chasing us? What's it doing here? I don't know. How big is this sewer anyway? What's this, France? We're in a sewer, right? This is live, right? Why are there dragons everywhere? Right, I guess I found a... Whoops. I found a door and it's just marked with a red thing on the map now. What about this door here? Another maintenance room. Machinery and key holder. It's locked, I wonder where the key is. What? Okay. There are no more locks. I don't think that was a lock. So we got an iron card. Okay, a crowbar and a small key, which is apparently also a lock. So it was locked and we wondered where the key was, and then we found the key. So yeah, I take it that's the kind of translation this has. It's it's not quite the Wolsey School of Translation, it's closer to the Heaney School of Translation. I don't think many people are gonna understand that, but the few that do, I'm sure are going to be very offended. Alright. They're around the corner. It's waiting for us. It's holding its breath, waiting for us to come so it can surprise us. Oh, well, I guess it is, because I hear the thumping now. Right, I'm not gonna question how you knew that. It's coming after us, is it? I mean, it didn't see us, did it? And apparently the sounds are getting quieter now, so... I'd like to believe that it's fine. Right, well, let's go the way that we didn't go before, I guess. What is up here? And to the right. What is this mysterious panel on the wall? We apparently can't check out. I am mashing circle here. What about the fire extinguisher? Sure stinks down here, doesn't it? It's kind of cold too. Well, I guess I'm not messing with that then. What about the big old door here? Maybe if we hide in here it won't find us. Alright, so... guess this is like a hiding place. In case you're being chased and you run into this dead end. Oh. Or... no, even though I didn't think it was chasing us. Looks beautiful though. Kinda looks like it's got a flesh beard. Did it find us? I guess not. I don't really see how it's making those sounds either. Well, I'm in control now, kind of, but I still hear it trumping off. I really don't know if I should, so I'm gonna wait for the sounds to die out. Completely. Did it work? Well, you know, maybe it would be better if you... Now we're getting closer to it. Sounds are getting louder again. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Yeah, it's over there, but it's moving away from us, I guess. No, it stopped. Yeah, it's standing still. Keeps chasing us and chasing us, will it never give up? Well, I mean, it doesn't look like it knows where we are right now. We're chasing it right now, honestly. I guess this means we can't go past it. Yeah, maybe you could try not slamming the doors so loudly when you open and close them. Alright, I don't remember exactly where we went when Naomi was like, hey, don't go around that corner. I think it was here. So I haven't gone this way yet. Oh jeez, does this just go in a circle? Or no, there's a door there. I guess it does go in a circle, but there's also a door, so... So I guess that works out. What is behind this door in particular? Use the small key. Oh, okay. I guess we needed that key before we came here. A generator room. You can hear a low humming sound as if a generator is running nearby somewhere. Maybe we can shut off the power from in here. Shut off the power, to get past the wire in the water, I guess. There are 2 switchboards. I won't move, it's broken. What about this one? There's a lever. Oh boy. I can't select anything else, so... Circuit breaker. Set the switch to off. Hey, the switch is now on off. Guess we're getting out of here. I thought we were gonna be looking at a puzzle there, like... There are some parts of this that remind me very slightly of Resident Evil. You know, a puzzle where you have to, like, figure out which levers to pull would be a very Resident Evil thing to have. Okay, so the wire's not doing anything funky anymore, I see. Now we can go this way. I'm pretty sure all the parts of the map that I didn't fill out before are all like dead ends anyway. Well, let's see what lies beyond here. Beyond a really long straight tunnel so that we feel like run head first, or if we run into the monster from the front here, we're kind of screwed. Oh boy. There's a large pile of junk blocking the pathway. There's also a gap between the rubble. Hang on. Makes me want to check what's behind me too. Oh, it's just a dead end. Okay. I kind of wish there was a way to do an actual quick 180, but it tells me there isn't. The gap that looks like it might be big enough to squeeze through. Can't see what's on the other side. Well, don't see how. Don't think we have any other options, so sure. Let's go. Go past the floating barrel here. Welcome to the Tokyo Mesh, says Ratso. Or Ratso. It didn't cost me that because I'm so small, well, obviously. There's a secret base for the Imperial Army. Okay. It's kind of a weird place, but home issue where you hang your hat, right? What's the hurry? Take your time, enjoy the sights. Want to leave right away? Well... Alrighty then. Guess I'm gonna save. I guess I cleared the first map. Well, hey, the controller's actually shaking now. Alright. So how's that sound? It sounded like an explosion. Tokyo Mesh 1 floor southwest area. Oh boy. At least I can get a map too by the looks of it. It won't open. Did someone have deliberately sabotaged the gate? Can't get out the way we came. You mean we're locked in? Well, I mean... Would you have wanted out to get out that way since that's where the monster was, apparently? Oh my goodness. Do you really have to go to every nook here to completely fill out the map? I guess I know what I'm doing. Well, at least for this one hallway. If there's more hallways like this, I doubt I'm gonna do that, but... Why wouldn't I just do this? Oh, hello. Kikuo. Sounded like somebody dropped some kind of bomb. That's true. Who's attacking and where? Well, I guess they're gone now. Oh, wait. Oh, he's back. Or that's somebody else. The Chibana says that 7.5 minutes ago was probably means that the message gun into emergency mode that is locked down. The base was originally designed as an underground city by the military, you see. Intruder alarm and removal defensive systems have been turned on. We're all in a lot of trouble. None of us know anything about the security system. The system will think we're invaders now too. Oh boy. That means we're all gonna die. Well... Alright. Just wanted to say that and then disappear, I guess. Never imagined there was a place like this underneath Tokyo. What is this place? Who knows? Hehehe. Well, she's in on it too, apparently. Boy. Truly wonder what I'm gonna find around this place. Wait, don't go any further. There's something horrible waiting there. So she knows some things, I'll take it. She's gonna have some kind of secret psychic monster sensing lowly plot like Resident Evil Gaiden did. What am I supposed to do now? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Hoping the answer will... Door is locked and cannot be opened. Oh, that sucks. Hoping I will receive some kind of an answer by exploring around. Okay, this door can be opened. Residential area. There's nothing out of the ordinary in this room. I guess we just leave immediately. Alright. The only partner you can have that detects the monster on the map. Okay. There's nothing out of the ordinary in this room. Yes, our protagonist, whoever we are playing as, just decides that for us. Oh wait, did I miss a door back there? Yes, so, but I'm guessing it's gonna be the same thing. Okay, no, never mind. Screwdriver and dismantled machine. Someone's assembled a radio or similar device here. This might come in handy later, so we're taking the screwdriver. Perhaps here. Okay, no. Alright, let's just keep going. Let's try and feel out the hallways and see where this leads. I'm half expecting when I go down these hallways to like run into some kind of bullshit instant death trap. But it hasn't happened yet. So I don't know. Can't really tell what's coming from this game yet. Ah, okay. Alright. That guy was just there, and then... guess I'm not going that way then. Unless maybe I... trick him into... oh goodness, okay, no. This might have been a bad idea. I think he just punched me once and then the girl fell down. Oh boy. Does that mean that she's gone? Okay, I was trying to see if I could trick the dude to go around and yeah, follow me around so that I can get to the passage that he was standing in front of. And so I have, but not before I got hit once. So I decided to get in the hospice. Alright. Also hello, Excalibunny. How long am I streaming tonight? Probably for about, I don't know, 2-3 more hours. Not quite sure how long this game is, so... X-ray 3. What could this be an X-ray of? It looks like a spinal column, I don't know. Looks like a very big spinal column, but... How about X-ray 2? Look at that bone structure, what's going on down here? Or what was going on down here? It's surely not human. What could it be an X-ray of? Well, maybe in the sheaf of documents. The ink has faded over the years, but parts of the documents are still legible. Massive cave-in during excavation of areas 13 and 15. Thousands of casualties, several deaths among them. Extreme damage to much of our digging equipment. Autopsies have shown on casualties presence of deceased or mutated tissue of unknown composition and origin. This tissue bears a resemblance to fish scales, except it is exceedingly resilient and possessed of a dim phosphorescence. In addition, the joints of the patients exhibit characteristics normally found only in arthropods. In light of these unusual discoveries, we request immediate assistance and guidance from Central Command to all. The rest is legible. Well, everything is covered with dust. There's a bundle of documents on the table. Yes, I've already seen it. Large operating table with leather restraints. There's something disturbing about this place. Okay. Well, I hope this was worth it, because the girl is dead now. Oh boy. I guess I'm just gonna try and hightail it out of here now. And not come back here. Is She didn't do such a good job of telling me where the monster was on the map at that time. Have I played on Real World before? I have not. At least I don't think so. It's Mole's appraisal shop. Appraisal Mole. Oh boy. Says you look like a man who collects things of value. As a member of the Tokyo Mesh Fine Arts Appraisal Society, I, Mole, will be willing to appraise them for you free of charge. Oh boy. Also moving the mouse, so that stuff is... There we go. What do you say? Why don't you show me what you have? Alright. If I show him the card... Oh, with the symbol of the holy ring on it. Means this is one of their ID cards. If you use this, you can go anywhere they can. I've seen people holding these cards going into the information terminals. Alright. I guess he just tells you what your stuff does. There's to be a key, just a plain old key. Not like he tips a lot of space can't hurt to carry it around, eh? Just a plain screwdriver. You found it near a disassembled radio, you said. It's a a rather large driver. I imagine with this you'll be able to use it even on large screws like those in furniture and appliances. And what about the crowbar? Equally suited for smashing things or for use as a weapon. Notice the pointed tip here. This would be perfect for breaking locks or opening crates. Well, we've already used it for one of those purposes. Alright, so I guess if we don't know what something does, we can bring it to that guy. We're an appraisal on our card. We're all alone now. Oh, it feels bad. Information terminal, okay. Electronic display. There's a slot for a card or something underneath the monitor. Alright, let's see if we can use this. Specify the area you wish to examine on the screen. Your current location is displayed in red. But we can't... Oh, the hospice, I was gonna say. Can't select the part that has the monster. Roaming around in it contains the latest in medical technology to protect the lives of Imperial citizens. I guess it does. What about the information terminal? Can be accessed using your residence ID card to display information about the area it is located in. Section 4, enlisted men's quarters. Section 3, citizens' quarters. Section 2, women's quarters. Section 1 is manager's quarters. Main Street connects the underground capital with the surface. The mechanized gate. What about that? Connects to the neighboring northwest area. Times of emergency, the gate will be shut and locked to keep out invaders. Where's the relaxation center up there? Okay. Now we know what these places are, I guess. Suppose this place has served its purpose. I'm guessing I don't need anything else from there. Door is locked and cannot be opened. Residential area. There's nothing out of the ordinary in this room. Oh boy, well... Assuming that the display we saw over in the information place is an accurate depiction. Oh, hello. Mario. Sure is busy today, what with everyone from the surface coming down here, and they've all been a little weird. All of a sudden he whipped out a gun and shot my friend. The guy's name was Kamiya, alright. I guess Kamiya will randomly shoot people in the face. Solid absolutely locked. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know, but let's see. If I go back over this way and check out the other part of the hallway that led me to this section, will this place also be closed? Because it should lead to soldiers' quarters, I thought, based on what we saw in that information display. But apparently this way is open. Oh, at least up to this point. Residential area. Sergeant Okabe is here. Come at just the right time. Attached to the 13th Engineering Division, assigned to the Underground Capital Construction Division. A 10 hut. Alright. Who's this old man? He looks like he's missing a few screws. Could he be dangerous? Here's what I need you to do. General Yamada has entrusted me with some important secret documents. I want you to take them and ensure they don't fall into the hands of the enemy. Alright. I've guarded these documents for many, many years from before you were born, but now I am old. Between you and me, I'm tired, but never mind that. My spirit may be strong, but my body is old. I can't be certain I can protect these documents should I come face to face with the enemy. Take these documents and guard them with your life if necessary. Alright. Got the important documents. So where do I take them? Can I give them back to the guy? Guess not. Can I check them out myself? Oh, wait, I guess not. Can I bring them to the mall for seeing what they do? There's nothing out of the ordinary in this room, alright. It's kind of reminding me of a DS game that has a kind of similar interface to this called Theresia, which I started playing a couple of times and never finished because it is slow as hell. And it probably didn't help either that when I played it on emulator, and the computer I had to play it on at that time was not really as strong as this one, so it played even slower than it probably should have. It took forever to get anywhere, and there's a lot of, walking around in hallways like this. Like, imagine this, but 50% speed. That's kind of how it played at that time. Oh man, looks like there's not a lot of places left to go. It's already locked. What am I supposed to do now? Well, there is one hallway where we were told you shouldn't go there because the monster's there, but then, we avoided it, and we ended up getting jumped anyway, and Naomi fucking died. Because she couldn't tell us that the monster was waiting where he actually was waiting. So let me see, is this the door with the appraisal guy? What if I show him this? Important documents of some kind. See here, they're all the Imperial Army documents. There's also some kind of aura around them. Don't need to know how it would. If I were you, I would get rid of these as soon as possible. Alright. Guess we want to do that. It still didn't become entirely clear to me where I'm supposed to get rid of them, though. Like, who do I bring them to? Guess I'm going to keep exploring. See, I made it to the hospice. That's where the monster was waiting. It was quite horrible. It's this way, so I'm not going back that way. Kind of wondering if I shouldn't use the wobbly, control stick. So I could potentially turn a little farther or a little faster if I get attacked. out of nowhere. See, it's a little bit more difficult to do that with the D-pad. Right, what if we keep going in this direction? I think we've been here. Apparently this connects to a different area too. I'm guessing that's gonna be locked. Or closed off, rather. Well, either or. Might as well fill out the map while we're here. The door is sturdily locked, yes. It also kinda looks like it's got an eye on it. I know some of these maps are just apparently long for no real reason. So I pretty much only really see only one place to try and get to now. That's the place where Naomi had said before that I shouldn't go because there's something waiting here, but then there's something waiting somewhere else. And she didn't see that coming, so... Even though she's dead, I'm never gonna let her live that down. What's that? Oh, there was something here. How did it get here if it was on the other side of the map too? Is there like more than one? Why does it look like a Dragon Ball monster? That's what I'm wondering. Why is it impossible to... hear it coming like we could in the sewers? Oh, what? Oh, what? Did it... Okay, I don't know how, but it got me. Yes, I died. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright, I guess I actually will go there first this time. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. The only things you can do... I guess the only things you can do is not necessarily grammatically incorrect. Alright, let's try that one more time. Let me, you know, given how the saves in this are few and far between, maybe we'll make use of the good old save states too. Let's see if I can keep Naomi alive this time. Alright, yeah, the controller's rumbling because the doors are closing. I assume that we have to go into that place where the monster that killed me came out of. It doesn't look like we can skip these dialogue scenes. So let me confirm real quick how this works. Alright, F1 saves and F3 loads, and here's this guy, I forgot about him. Can't really see where else we could go, I guess the top right part. Like the only other place I can think of to go, but then apparently it's locked off too, so... Oh, never mind, it's not. I guess I found a different place. Brony Tsuge. We're new around here. Well, you sure picked a fine time to come a visit in. Mesh is in anti-intruder security mode. All the shutters and barricades are down and the traps have been activated. If you just goes for a little walk minding your own business, ain't no doubt about it, you're likely to end up dead, real dead. Fortunately, you're in luck. I can tell you about the ups and downs of this here Tokyo mesh, at least the bare minimum you need to know to survive. Divide it up into 3 main floors. The floor you're on has this square, a bar. It's like a big city. The second floor has storage areas, a factory, and even pens for livestock. Now there's people living in the pens instead of cows. Then there's the bottom floor, and to be honest, I don't really know what's down there. Haven't heard of anyone that's gone down there and came back to talk about it either. Just be sure to keep your eyes and ears open and pay attention to what's going on around you and you'll be okay. At least you probably won't get killed by anything at least. Baronitsuge, Strange Tsunoda. Wondrous ruin filled with grandiose mystery. That, my friend, is what this place's Tokyo mesh is. Great dark Babylon buried deep in the earth, built with the dreams and desire of countless greedy souls. Even now one might encounter the spirit of an Imperial Army soldier anywhere within it. One appeared to me in my bed just this morning. He was ghastly, a face as pale as the moon. Over and over he kept telling me to find the important documents, but I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, I see. Then when I woke up, there was this strange object on my chest. What does he want me to do? I guess we bring them to him. Crazy Hoshino. Starts to get back to the surface. Why would you want to go back there? Down here it's nice and dark and warm and there's no policeman to bother you. There's never a dull moment. Just look at what's happening right now. Could there be any place on the surface that's as wonderful and exciting as this? What are you, some kind of weirdo or something? I know, right? Hey, those Holy Ring loonies chase you down here as well. What are they trying to do? Seen a lot of nuts in my day, but they take the price. With what's going on out there, I doubt you'll be able to get out through the central gate. There's a stairway in the northwest area. Be able to use that to get back into the sewers. Of course, it could be just as bad as there as it is here. It's probably worth checking out. So we need to open that up. What about the tower door here? There's an opening or cave in the other side. The wind is making a hollow echoing sound. There's no handle of any kind. Alright. We don't have the, I was thinking maybe use the screwdriver there, but we don't have it yet in this timeline. So I guess we can avoid the places where we ran into the monster before this time. I can, I think this is where she told me, don't go that way, there's something waiting there. Yep. So we won't go there just yet, because I actually died the last time I went over there. I guess we'll go, I don't know, I don't remember exactly where the hospice is. I think it's over there. Or I thought it was over there, but there's just a locked door here. I think there were like some people in the dead ends that you can run into here. I'd gotta figure out which of these doors are open to. Because I got the screwdriver from one of these places. I don't remember exactly which one though. I think it might have been the one after this one. The screwdriver got the documents, and then one of them also has the mole. And one of them also has the information place. So I guess that's what I'm looking for now. Might as well save here. Just as a precaution. That's where the hospice is, isn't it? I think so, yeah. So, no, I didn't find anything there, so I see no need to go over there. Well, we did find something there. We find the monster. That's what we found. Actually, wait. Before I go this way, let me go all the way over there so I can get the documents. And this is pretty much a dead end anyway. I think the guy with the documents is over here. Alright, there we go. There, and also get rid of those, apparently as soon as possible. And this is where the mold is, just making sure. And there we go. I might as well show him this. And I'm pretty sure the place where you use this is pretty much right here. So I might as well go through this again. Just in case it's required or something. Let's get information about all this. Manager's quarters, that's where the... That's where the monster was. Well, they're around the hospice. Pretty sure there wasn't anything useful in any more of these hallways, so... Go over here too. I'm pretty sure there was somebody here. Yep, Mario. Here he came out with a new game today for a console that I don't have yet, but hopefully I can get one for Christmas. If the gig that I'm apparently getting for later works out. Solidly locked. What am I supposed to do now? Well, guess we're taking the long way around. Back to the square, I suppose. And that way we can get rid of the documents and presumably get something else for our troubles. And maybe try the screwdriver on the handle too. Or on the door, rather. Could go to the northwest corner place, but don't believe there's anything there except just a big old locked door, so not much of a point to doing that. Oh, hello, I didn't meet you before, Onishi. Who the hell's the idiot that's come and attacked the mesh? All the shutters are closed and you can't get anywhere. Bloody inconvenience, I tell you. That's a nice little thing you got there, that there. Talking about your compass. Let me tell you about the mesh. This here, where we sat now, is the southwest area. 3 other different areas on this floor. They look clockwise. You got this one, then the northwest, northeast, and southeast areas. The mesh has really begun confusing. It was designed that way. So if you want to go to another area, what you need to do is use your compass and head in that direction. If you want to go to the northwest area, you should point your compass to the northwest. Probably be able to get around okay. Alright. That seems pretty self-explanatory though. Well, let's give this guy this stuff. Here's the important documents. How the documents that Ghost wanted. Must have known that you were coming and told me so I could tell you. It all makes sense. This belongs to you. Got the mechanized gate key. Oh, alright. Behind you, a man wearing a khaki uniform. Alright. It's not this thing that we just got, is it? Nope. What about the screwdriver? Can't be used here. Crowbar also can't be used here. Nothing can be used here, I take it. So does this mean we can open up the big old mechanized gate with this? Because that seems a bit convenient. Oh, just realized I'm strafing. Because I thought the... I can't know why. I pressed L1 out of reflex because not too long ago I was playing Danganronpa in that game. You get first-person hallway exploration sections like this, and you can use either circle or L1 to move faster during those sections. I just did it again. Probably shouldn't mention that or it'll just keep happening. Use the mechanized gate key. Alright, so I guess we don't even have to go in those other two. Well, I don't know if we do. Not necessarily. Yeah, I guess I will save, but I'm also kind of wondering if I can go back. Overwrite this file, yes, but... I'm kind of curious if there's anything in that other hallway that the monster was in, because I went to the hospice and there was like some lore stuff there, but I didn't find anything else there. 1F northwest area, can I go back through? I can, okay. Do I want to save? No, I just saved. So I take it it's gonna ask me to save every time I travel between these places if I keep doing it. Might as well fill out the map, if nothing else. Not to imagine that the amount of time you spent just kind of walking around doesn't have an impact on how the game's gonna play out. See, I'm curious more than anything. Oh boy. You hear something. Don't know if that's a good thing. I think the thing is after us now, maybe. Or not. I think she would say something if it was. Yeah, they said something about us in the northwest area. Did I see something? Well, I heard something. She's giggling sometimes too. Alright. Before anything funny happens, I'm gonna create another one of these things that you can't see. But I'm making them. I want to check out what's in this hallway just out of principle, of curiosity. Okay. Oh, there's nothing here, but okay. I'm actually wondering if we ended up... Yeah, this is gonna happen again. Could it be that thing again? It sure is. See, here's the problem. When you run headlong into the monster like this, you don't have like a quick 180 or anything that you can use to make her get away. Oh god, so you just have to run with these wobbly ass controls. So, okay. I'm hoping I could use that. Okay, I can hear like my heartbeat or something. And the controller's shaking, so let's quickly make our escape from this place. Don't save. Okay, so Naomi lives in this timeline. Alright, so we made it to a new place. So I take it that's it. I just hope it's sort of thing like Slender, where like every time you run, your maximum stamina decreases by a little bit. Because that would be a really terrible thing to do. So, what sort of marvelous wonders will be waiting for us in the northwest part of the Tokyo mesh? We do have old Nami with us, so I sure hope that she, oh hello, is able to let us know if the monster's about to jump us. So I take it we can use this to pretty much get a preliminary map of the place, and oh, this place isn't that big apparently. Information terminal. A bar and section 6-7 mechanized gate in the stairwell. Alright. To be used for rest and relaxation purposes. Do not drink too much. This is the bureaucrat's quarters. Citizens' quarters is where the bar is. There's a mechanized gate connecting to the neighboring northeast area. In times of emergency, the gate will be shut and locked to keep out invaders. Stairwell that connects to the surface tunnel. Okay, unauthorized entry is prohibited, so that's how we can maybe escape. Now I'm wondering if the mechanized gate key I have for the gate that connects to the southwest area is also gonna work for the one that connects to the northeast. From here. That seems like it would be a bit too convenient, but you never know. Let's see what else is in these stores. It's natural Mika and Mika's chest, okay. Like totally bummed out right now. Well, this doesn't seem out of place at all. Listen to this, okay. You got this Walkman C, pretty cool, right? Yeah, this guy named Rhys, I think, that gave it to me. Cause he's like, well, you know, you got this crush on me, you know, but he's all like, sweaty and smelly, really gross, you know. I can't stand him, but I took it anyway. My headphones, like, broke. Means I can't listen to my favorite tunes, you know. Seriously. Alright. She gonna say the same thing. Okay, so she wants headphones. Can look at her chest, which has a key. Pendant that looks awfully like a key. And she's just gonna give it to us. Or not, never mind. Pervert. So we need to bring her some headphones, alright. I can definitely see how someone would come up with something like this. So Naomi, what do you think of what we just heard? No opinion? Alright. Guess we don't need one. Oh, this place is closed off. What am I supposed to do now? Am I getting all the endings? There are multiple endings? I did not know about this. Like I said, I don't know anything about this game. Haven't even seen Mike's LP of it. Oh boy. Okay. gonna take whatever the game decides to give me. So the staircase, I'm pretty sure, is behind where I am right now. You know, I sure hope this ends up having endings like in Clock Tower Ghost Head, where if you miss really minor stupid shit, you get locked into a bad ending route. If that turns out to be the case, that would make me really happy, you know. Residential area. Hey, Yamaoka, what's going on? What am I doing drinking at a time like this? Stupid question is that. Anytime's a good time for a drink. You should try it. It'll change your life, I tell you. Life's full of crap, you know. Your boyfriend dumps you or your girlfriend does, you lose your money, you get fired from your job. Good drink and you'll forget all about that. There's a bar up that ways a little. You should stop by, have a drink, forget your troubles. Command the vodka they make down here. They call it underground romance. Okay. They make vodka in the underground of Tokyo, this mysterious secret city. Oh, okay, hello. Frightened man, that man at the bar? You know who he is, don't you? Remember those headlines about a serial killer running around? It was about 2 years ago, I think. Killed a cop down in Fukuoka and then just disappeared. Must have had every cop in the country looking for him, but they never found him. Wait, no, it's him, that Kyoji Kamiya. It has to be. Apparently, Kyoji Kamiya is in Little Jamaica. And he's also a serial killer. Also, I just noticed that I didn't change the skin of the Pontificator chat like I did with the other games, but I think that's fine. The old-timey Castlevania skin kind of fits, I think. Is this the guy? Kamiya. Oh. Didn't we hear about him shooting someone else in the face? Can't tell if that's like supposed to be a candle in a bottle like they have sometimes, or it's like a bottle that just so happens to be on fire, like the top part of it. Anyway, we're in the bar now. How'd you manage to find a pretty young thing like that down here? Are you one of those people on the subway? It looks like we're the only ones who made it out alive. Are you who I think you are? Asks Naomi, even though she's not visible. Am I Kyoji Kamiya? The same Kyoji Kamiya who shocked the nation 2 years ago by going on a killing spree. Killed a cop in Osaka and then disappeared after being seen at Hakata Airport and has never been caught. The one and the same. Oh boy. The handsome cop killer, the dashing mass murderer. The excitement all died down in about 6 months. To do is put on a hat or a pair of sunglasses and they won't see you, or even if you stood right in front of them. Well, even if someone did notice me, it's a simple matter to make sure they never tell anyone. Well, you're different, you look like prey. Okay. Me, almost everyone is prey. Their faces paralyzed with fear, their shrieks, their tears they shed from their wide open, frightened eyes. All of that is mine. I take all they are and make them mine. They become my blood, my flesh, my strength. Okay. You're the same as me, I can tell. Is he talking to the protagonist or to Naomi? Like knowing hunger, hungry for blood. Looks like I didn't make too good of an impression on your lady friend there. Alright. We got quote-unquote high woman, quote-unquote bored alley, quote-unquote depressed Ganges, Master Jake. Those holy ring people or whatever they're called, those religious types get under my skin, you know what I mean. This guy really gets on my nerves. Serves him right if the holy ring kidnapped him. Alright. Nothing about the mess just ain't been right lately. Everyone's acting strangely. Wonder if it means something's gonna happen. Got a new batch of underground romance in. Here we go. Right. Just got a bottle of booze. We're all sold out of underground romance right now. I've been busy here lately, but he just gave us a bottle for free. Alright. So hey, Vern. So we met a serial killer man and we got free booze. It's been an eventful time. Large sturdy dresser in this room. Its feet are fastened to the ground with large screws, maybe to stop it from tipping over in an earthquake. Maybe, I don't know. Bed has seen better days, it's practically falling apart. Do you want to sleep in the bed? I don't think so. Don't really see how that would help. Guess I could try it out later. Normal room, where you just go in and say this looks really normal, and then you just go out. Okay, so here's the other mechanized gate. Just kind of wondering, is the key I have for the other gate work on this one? It does, okay. I thought, but maybe... Never mind, okay. So I use the key, but it either doesn't open or it doesn't take that particular key, I don't know, but... Well, let's see. Can make a quick save state there. Don't think it's quite... so reprehensible as it could be. Oh, there's springs sticking out of the mattress all over. I'll be able to get any sleep in this bed. Okay, so it's just a fake choice. Never mind. Hope I didn't lose any health from that event, Kappa. What am I doing drinking? Well, we already met him and talked to him. Well, he looks like he'll... I was gonna say maybe the puzzle is gonna be I need to give this guy a boost, but he looks like he's already stocked. Yeah, he doesn't take it. Well, there's pretty much only one place left to check now, and that's the passageway that leads to where the stairway leading up to the surface presumably is. Well, I'm sure everything will be just fine. We're clearly pretty much out of the woods already here. What could possibly go wrong at this point? Let's fill in the map for good measure, just in celebration. There it is. Don't want to go in there. I don't know why, I just don't. Of course I want to get back to the surface, but something about those stairs scares me. Just don't want to use them. Why wouldn't I? Let's climb the stairs. What's the matter? Well, you're the one who didn't want to go. What is it? That's what I should be asking you that. I take it our friend the monster is very, very close by. And she's just staying right there. And he... okay, she's still alive, but he took her up the stairs. Are we gonna follow them? Where's that? Can't see anymore, Naomi. that a game over? I'm not really clear on what happened there exactly. Pressing stuff, okay. My head hurts. That thing knocked me down the stairs. What happened to Naomi? Ratso says, shh, be quiet. I don't see what else I could have done right now, so maybe you were supposed to do that. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy dragging you here. Don't worry about thanking me, this isn't the first time I've had to do this. Stairway is Holy Ring's hunting ground, I guess. Chase people from the surface down here, and after chasing them around and giving them a good scare, I grab them and take them away. So that monster's with the Holy Ring. Just when you think you're going to finally get out of here, bam, they grab you. Real friendly bunch. Whatever you do, don't go back to that stairway. I'll get you for sure. I know how you feel, but I'd forget about that girl if I were you. If you want to get out of here, you're going to have to think only of yourself. Look out for number one, alright? Oh, I'm gonna go check it out. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I hear laughing. Holy Ring Acolyte. Looks like we've got another one. Another frightened little rat chased into a corner. Struggling pointlessly, seeking the surface, seeking the light it has lost. This one was a little disappointing though. I thought it struggled more. It's so much more interesting when they do. Alright. Come to the presence of our master, the Dark Messiah. In this Hellnight. Oh, just game over, okay. And I would have to load from the beginning of the rooms. Let me travel back in time to this choice, and let's not climb the stairs this time. Guess we'll just forget about the stairs now. So I guess that in that other timeline, the monster took Naomi and then pushed us down the stairs. That's what I got from that. Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Zero. Like, maybe... I'm kind of wondering too how much Mike knew about this game when he LP'd it. Cause I know that's something I'm gonna have to watch after this. Well, after I'm done with this, so probably after tomorrow. Kind of a weird thing. Kind of like something I like to do due to morbid curiosity, partially, is sometimes when I play games that DSP has played, sometimes I like to play the game and then watch the This Is How You Don't Play right after. Just to kind of get different perspective on the whole thing. I guess now I can do that, but with someone that doesn't necessarily suck at video games. So, kind of leaves me at a standstill though, because like the whole thing up to this point is that we wanted to find the staircase to get out of here, but since we apparently can't take it, where do we go? We got a bottle of booze. We sure we still have that with us. So I'm guessing that yeah, we have it. We should use that for something. And we have the screwdriver, we still haven't used that for anything. Don't really know. Oh, you know what, I just now realized, because I mentioned the screwdriver, that there was like a cabinet that was screwed to the floor over in one of these rooms. So maybe that's what we use it for. Can't really see how that would help though, but logical conclusion. I don't know. Would I ever play the Ring Terrace Realm? I don't know. Is that for the Ouya? That would clearly be the best choice for a horror game, I think. Game looks great. Actually, no, don't think I've ever heard of that game. Okay, so the starter dresser is fastened to the ground with large screws. Or maybe we move it aside and there's something behind it. I don't know. Now that the screws are gone, the dresser can probably be moved. So let's do that. Found a hidden passage that was covered by the dresser. Okay. Let's open the door and go through. Hello. Okay. Hellnight 1F, hidden passage. Is that the name of the place we're at right now? Hellnight. Boy. Also, I thought that noise I just heard might have been the monster, but I don't even know. Okay, that definitely sounds bad. I'm gonna go ahead and save again. Did I lose Naomi? Not yet, no. I get the feeling that if I keep saving like this, I'm gonna end up keeping her for the whole game. Guess there wasn't anything in here after all, though. Alright. Northeastern residential areas, I guess that's how we move. Let's open the... Actually, wait. Does this door go back into the place that we just came from? Is that how this room works? Okay, no it doesn't. So we made it to the northeast area, so we've made it to 3 out of the 4 places that the Tokyo Mesh apparently has. And this time though, when traveling between the areas, we weren't offered the option to save though. Okay, so this goes to the northwest, I take it. But if we use the mechanized gate key, which I think at this point we've done on both sides of this gate, it doesn't open, so I should assume we're gonna need like a different gate key to use that particular gate, or maybe, I don't know, maybe that gate just doesn't open. I mean, we already found an alternative route, so I guess that's not something we really need to worry about. Boy, oh hey, we found the next thing already, the thing that has the map of the place. I was wondering if I was gonna find this easily. And I did. Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting what button does what in this. Here we go, here's the card. Alright, here's an information terminal. There's also a freight passage for transporting raw materials. There are conveyor belts installed on the floor. Watch your step at all times. Boy, that sounds like fun. Control room for the first floor emergency defense mechanisms. Off limits to non-authorized personnel. Alright. Residence quarters for enlisted men. For enlisted men. Enlisted men's quarters, so same thing, just phrased differently. Mechanized gate, which doesn't work. And the mechanized gate going to the southeast. Maybe that one works. And I guess that's it. So I wonder if we're gonna be able to, like, switch off the security measures. Which would open up these gates, I would imagine. Be all iron gates. What about this place? Apparently the only thing in here is a door. So I'll open the door and go through, why not? And eventually we'll even learn what's on the other side, okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh, is this the same door that we just, Oh yeah, I guess it is. I completely got disoriented there, alright. Completely forgot that I had already been through this hallway, I guess. Yes, I know, please let me look at the map. There we go. There's only one way, I guess, so... What about this here door? Locked and cannot be opened. Pretty much... Probably gonna be another gate here. And a door. Okay, does the door open? It does. There's someone in here. It's the net asada. Asada, which means cooked in Spanish. Specifically, like, fried. Let me guess. You also got fed up with all that goes on up there and came down here to get away from it all. Well, not quite, but... Look a little too young to be down here, though. Come on, come on, that's our policy down here. We don't ask questions in the mesh. How about that Holy Ring cult, don't you? You've seen them off on the surface, haven't you? You may not know that they are going around kidnapping people. Not everyone around here knows what they are, but sometimes you can hear things. Sounds people from above make when they're being chased by the cultists. They sound like animals when they die. Scream from the bottom of their souls. Sounds so horrible it almost can't be put into words. Here they've got some kind of secret plan they're working on, something big. Some people say that they're killing the people they chase and use their blood for whatever, okay. Keep an eye out for them if I were you. And if I can't see them coming, apparently the only thing I can't see coming in this game is the monster. It's solidly locked, what am I supposed to do now? Well, I guess we turn back, so we got a very useful, sensate piece of advice from that guy. Even though, based on our own experiences, we wouldn't go near them anyway. Oh boy, well here's someone else. Sakaki. It's a real person. What do you think you're doing scaring someone like that? There's some kind of monsters loose in the mesh, something horrible. It comes out of nowhere and disappears into thin air. It's faster than anything you've ever seen. 1 minute it's behind you, the next it's right in front of you. Scariest thing is they say it hunts people down and eats them. Could that be it right there? Well, I think he just jinxes us. I don't really see how we could escape from the, oh boy, from the monster either, so... Yes, might have been a bad thing. Oh, clearly I should go this way in this direction that I haven't explored yet. Oh, okay, I can duck into this room, I guess. There's nothing out of the ordinary in this room, so I'm gonna go right back out to the hallway where the monster was chasing me. Oh boy, and it might still be, by the sound of it. Ah, okay. I almost ran straight into it. Well, I did run straight into it to the point where Rip Naomi again. So I don't know if I should keep going now. To remember when my last little quick save was. So the monster can totally teleport is what I'm getting from this. Doesn't look like it will open. There's something that looks like a card slot in the middle. It's not for the card we have, though, or else we would have used it automatically, I think. From what I've seen. So, yeah. Something tells me I don't want to go that way. Oh yeah, that's where the door with the car. Oh shit, there he goes. Don't know if it's after me now. Maybe not. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go up there anyway at some point, but... You know what, I'm actually really curious now as to what happens. If you like go out of your way to try to keep Naomi alive, so let me go back in time a little. Back to this passageway, I guess. I thought I was gonna have the monster inside, but I guess not. And let's speed run these past few minutes. Through again. Avoid the Resident Evil DualShock Edition basement theme. Alright, there's nothing over here except the door that's broken. At least I think so. Yep. Well, might as well fill that out on the map for the sake of being thorough. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know. Can I go back into this room and get the full rundown on the what each thing does here, I guess, what each place is here. Again. Apparently there's conveyor belts down there. I guess we're gonna go check that out next. Enlisted men, more enlisted men, and more enlisted men. So there's nothing but enlisted men's quarters over here, basically. And also the monster, I guess. So this time, apparently going to the place with, what do you call it? The place where the control room is triggers the appearance of the monster, so... So we will not be doing that this time. At least not right away. I still don't know what's over in the other hallway. And that the monster showed up in before. In the southeast, or was it the southeast? No, it was the southwest section. Apparently the manager's quarters. Don't know if there's gonna be anything useful or mandatory down there. Might wanna go back there at some point, I don't know. So let me see, this time I'm gonna travel down this side of the hallway and go right at every opportunity. Pretty sure this is the place I ducked into first, but there's nothing out of the ordinary in this room, so let's go right back out into the hallway where the monster is chasing me. That seems like a smart idea. It would have happened again if I had gone into this room too. What's in this door? Door's locked and cannot be opened. Okay, guess we're not finding out today then. But this one's open. It's just got another residential area with nothing inside. Okay. So I guess we got a few quests right now. We need to find some headphones. We need to find the card key for the control room. And I think that's it for now. Let me be prudent and save again. Oh yeah, this is the part with the conveyor belts. We can't just go through. Oh wait, are we push through? Yeah, I guess we are. Because I can't go back the same way. It's like it doesn't let you. Wrong card, don't open the control room. I don't think it does because... Yeah, I'm not moving right now. Just kind of well, yeah, I'm now. I guess I can escape the conveyor belt's pull if I move fast enough, but like I'm not touching anything right now and I'm moving forward. But okay, what? Okay, no, never mind. I guess the conveyor belt has like no friction. I don't know how to describe it. It looks like it pretty much leaves you in a... Only lets you go in a very specific direction if you're moving through it, on top of it. Oh boy, more ordinary rooms that we can't do anything in. Hello. Oh, here we go, there might be something here. Strange offset dot. Strange oval-shaped object. Why does looking at me make me so nervous? Why am I frightened of an old medallion? I don't know. Guess that's it though. There's a thin layer of dust covering everything. Lots of tiny insect footprints in the dust. How would you see that? Dried rust, colored spots all over. It doesn't look like anyone's been here for a long time. Take it we can't do anything here right now either. Don't really see what I would use any of my stuff there for. Let's see what else is over here. Got a door. Another residential place. Wooden box, solidly built, covered with dust. Maybe we could open these with the crowbar. Sealed shut with thick nails. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what that's for. So that's kind of trying to tell you to do. Oh, a bottle of Tokyo Mesh Vintage. Okay. It's an empty crate. Solidly built crate covered with dust. It's the only one that's closed, right? Yeah. Looks like the other ones are open. So we got more booze. We're getting all these weird bottles of wine that I guess we're not gonna use ourselves, and we don't know anyone who wants them either. And here's another gate though. Maybe this one will open with our mechanized gate key after all. Whereas the one that connects the northwest and the northeast apparently will not. Yeah, this one will open. So seems like we might be about to explore the final area of the mesh. Sure do wonder how that's gonna work out for us. Kind of new marvels we will find there. Southeast area. Oh boy. Well, the music ambient thing sounds different here at least. Or maybe it was just for that one moment, I don't know. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, there's our friend. Wonder if we can get past him. Or... oh, he noticed us, I think. I don't really know. Do we just try and run as far away as possible? Not sure if we should prioritize that or like trying to go through a door into a different room. Okay, we made it into... I guess we escaped that time. Hiding Jinbei and a door. Wouldn't happen to have a body of Tokyo mesh vintage on you, would you? See, that one drop will make you lose yourself in dreams, that two will make you fly, and that three will let you dance among the stars. Well, you say it's the best whiskey ever made by man. I'd give anything to have a sip, even just a swallow, before I die. You know what, why not? We'll give you the booze. Don't think I would use it for anything else anyway. It's a bottle of Tokyo mesh vintage. Bless my stars and garters. Past the lips, over the gums, look out. Stomach, here she comes. Alright. I've got no more regrets not after having that. It's not much, but let me give you something as thanks. See that door behind me? It's actually connected to a secret passage. You can use it to get to the southwest area. Alright. Now he's peaceful Jinbei. Oh, he's dead. Alright. I guess he died from the liquor. I don't know. That seems a bit sudden. So Naomi, what do you have to say about all this? Don't like that Kamiya guy. So here is the hidden passageway between... or that goes between the... what do you call it? Southwest and southeast, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy. Did I just hear what I thought I did? 'Cause that's not nice. Oh boy. Where is he? Is he on the... I take it that glowing red square is him. So I don't want to be near here, okay. So that's what you mean, or... you mean by saying... Naomi lets you see the monster on the minimap. I actually never saw this before this point. Also, yeah, I met Kamiya in the bar. I didn't join the party or anything though. Just kinda... oh boy, is he coming back here? Yep, he's coming back here, oh boy. Oh, he definitely saw us that time. Right. So it kinda sucks that he's... what do you call it? Able to appear in these super dark passages. can be your partner if you don't have one. Yeah, I kinda figured, but might as well keep going with what we have here for now. So we're back in the southwest area. Oh boy. Oh, I see. So this is the place where we would have had to get past the monster to explore here. So maybe there is something that we need from... Oh, damaged headphones. Okay. Looks like they've been cobbled together from different spare parts. I can tell if they will even work. And I guess that's all we're gonna get from there. We just took them automatically. And now we will be no longer doing anything there, I guess. Actually, no, I just realized this part is sealed off, so I guess we have to go through that passage to get in here. Couldn't have gotten here normally just from the... Just from going past the monster back when we were first in that place. Probably would have just run into a dead end. No, he doesn't want to talk right now. But I sure hope I don't run into the monster again. That sure would be great. Don't really have to mess around too much with moving around here now that I filled out the map. Hey, you get to see the dead guy from a different angle. That's an expression of joy, alright. So we got broken headphones. Something tells me that the girl who wanted headphones is not gonna take these though. They're broken and all that. Oh yeah, we got chased by the monster as soon as we came into this area, I forgot. So, what can we learn from the information station here? Can we access using a resident ID card to display information about the area it's located in? The stairway connects all levels of the underground capital. Oh boy, is this a different... Wait, it's an elevator, but it's also a stairwell. So could that be a different way to escape? Stairwell that connects to the production area. Unauthorized entry is prohibited. Enlisted quarters, mechanized gate. Oh yeah, that one actually does work, that's where it came from. So we got connection to the production area and more enlisted men's quarters. And also that elevator, that's apparently also a stairwell. The door is locked and cannot be opened. What about this one? Oh, there's someone else here. It's Looking Suya. Looking for the stairs? Yeah, I've been there. Where are they? I can just tell you for nothing now, can't I? If you can find my headphones, I'll tell you. So we got two people now who want headphones. Must have dropped them somewhere when I was in the central square the other day. No matter how many times they've broken, I've kept fixing them. What could they be, these things that we found over in the other place? Old headphones. Alright. I can hear my dad's voice again. Now what was it you wanted? Oh yeah, the stairs. Stairs are in the southeast corner of this area. Here, let me give you this. It's a key to the stairway. Alright, we get a new key. It's a club key, it looks like. If you get in trouble, look for Tetsuo. Tell him I sent you, he'll do anything for you, alright? We're gonna have to do something to that person to get headphones again, because there's someone else that wanted headphones. And apparently they work even though they're old. Hang on, let me see what's over there. Let me save too again, because every new area that I go to makes me more paranoid that I'm gonna get jumped. Because it keeps happening in unexpected places. Alright, this is where the emergency elevator is. Elevator and elevator switch. Won't open. Okay, so it's not gonna be like an immediate, what do you call it? Immediate death trap like the stairwell in the other area turned out to be. Because there's no power. So let's take a look here. What could there possibly be? Here, this is gonna be like a circuit, or... I notice those are pretty common down here. It certainly looks that way. Yeah, it's just a circuit. But why it lies if you break away from it? Another residential area with nothing inside. Why are there so many of those? I think they would just make them like locked doors if there's nothing you can do here. It's a bit more efficient. See, like that. Takes less time. But we got this instead. What about this side of the hallway? Locked and cannot be opened. Here it's... oh boy, another one of these. Okay, here's somebody. It's Pheromone Mayumi, okay. You know what it's like? You know that feeling how dry you get after you've used up your last bottle? I really don't, but okay. Yeah, what it's like to be a woman stuck here long without her bottle. You say you want to drink, you mean underground romance, right? Oh, that was Naomi saying that. So I guess if we don't have Naomi with us, we don't get that hint. That's just like a, you know, spelled out solution more than a hint. Right, you can take this other bottle of booze that we got. Huh? Underground romance. Haven't had that in ages. How do you find it? Well, apparently if you get over to where the bar is, you can get one for free. That hits a spot. This'll warm you up every time. Never let it be said I'm ungrateful. Here, take this. There's just something about it. Alright, got the green card. Men are overrated. Give me a bottle of foot whiskey any day. Alright. Sure do wonder what that green card could be used for. I don't know, maybe you can use that to open up the control room. could be. Yeah, there's a production area over here. It's solidly locked. What am I supposed to do now? Right, so this is just a dead end, pretty much. Might as well fill out some parts of this so that I'm not confused about this being a dead end. And there I go this way, yes, but I did not go this way. Just to fill this part out in the map. Okay, and there's a closed gate there. There's also this. There we go. So, yeah, apparently the only... Based on what I'm carrying now, the only thing I can even think of to do is go back to the place where you need to use a key card to, what do you call it? To get into the control room. And maybe the card that I just got can be used for that. So alcoholics don't sit there and profess their love for it, I guess. No, something tells me that dialogue for this game may not have been the number one priority when it was being made. Alright, so the last time we came through here we were being chased by the monster. I sure do hope it doesn't appear, but just in case. There's no step noise now. I think there might have been some step noises in the very first map. Like, I know the monster had those in the first map, but apparently he doesn't after that. I don't remember if we had any though. I might as well save again for good measure. If anything weird or stupid happens. Okay, we're there. We need to make it to the top right, I think. Yeah, we avoided that on purpose after the last time because there's a scripted monster appearance there, which I'm pretty sure is still gonna be there now. So that's gonna be fun. Pop and weave. Oh yeah, you can... I keep forgetting that you can strafe. Can you, like, run strafe? I don't think you can. That's the thing. Alright, I have no idea how this is going to play out. Oh, voice it around. Whenever I hear that weird sound, that's... Yep, there he is. Does he notice us though? No. Alright. Did he notice us now? This way, he's coming this way, alright. Something else, something that makes me paranoid when I'm getting chased is the fact that how are we doing? Did we leave him behind? The fact that it takes so long just to turn around and do a 180 seems really inefficient for your escaping purposes. I don't hear him anymore, but I can't tell if that's a good indication of whether we've gotten away or not at this point in the game. Well, at any point in the game after the very first stage, I guess. Not that I would know. I'm gonna try going back over here because this is where I need to go. See, I was just, in the game that I played last week, which was Hunting Ground, I had this same problem where keep triggering people to chase me. Oh god, well, I hear something. And they end up chasing me away from the places where I need to go to advance the story. Okay, I see where he is. He's in the hallway across from this one, so this is our chance, clearly. Alright. So, what I'm wondering is the scripted appearance that comes when we go forward here still gonna happen? Let me go ahead and save there, because we run into a guy here. And then he talks about the monster, and then he's just there. He's between us and the door, so that's no good. Just make our way back over to the place, I guess. She's still chasing me. Can't even tell if he is or not. If I walk back here, will I be able to... yeah, I hear him. Yeah, he's right there. But is he, aware of where I am? That's pretty much what I'm wondering, or is there any chance he's gonna walk past the place? Okay, no, he's gone right back to the place where I need to go. That's really unfortunate. Guess I'm gonna hang out here and hope he goes away. Really don't know if he will, though. Oh boy, it's getting closer now. And sir, do you mind telling me your general age and where you're from? Well, I am... oh, shit. Oh boy. Okay, he stopped. I'm running away from a terrible creature right now, but I'm also partially in progress of completing my as of yet incomplete third decade of life. I am also not from anywhere that... should I have got on the conveyor belt? From anywhere that you would likely associate my way of speaking with. I will say that much. Oh, shit. Well, that was unfortunate. hang on. Before I go back in time, which I probably will do, let me see if my theory was correct about the card being used here. Okay, I'm running out of stamina, I take it. Yeah, I used the green card here, so I do need to come here. So now that I've determined that, let me take a few steps back in time and trigger this scene again and see if I can... Well, maybe I can, like, go around him and get in the door. So let's talk to Mr. I'm gonna summon your worst nightmare here. Just curious about your accent. See, I don't know if I can help you clarify that because English is not my native language, so it's not like there's anyone else around here who speaks like I do. At least not to my knowledge. Okay. Gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait for the monster to come. Gonna see if I can run past him somehow. City of Umaos, yes. I don't know if... oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, this works out, I guess. You're in the place which has the differential analysis device. Giant computer from one of those old SF movies, except it's actually working. There's those movies on the SF channel. Giant desk with dozens of devices, switches and readouts embedded in it. There's also a single control switch, large red button. Clearly we must push the button. All the machines in the room stopped. Pushing the button must have deactivated the alarm. So we turned off the security system, which wasn't really doing anything for us. So I'm guessing that because we did that, the gates that were blocking a lot of the passageways are gonna be open now. Maybe. Well, the monster's gone, so I guess we did good. Like these gates. Yeah, they're open now. That takes care of that. So now that we've opened those up, I guess we can check out some passageways that were closed before. Let's see. Oh, the noise from the door actually scared me for a moment because I thought it was the monster somehow. Am I Finnish? I am not Finnish, no. I am not from Europe. I can narrow that much down for you. So let's see. I think if we turn right here, we get to the place that had a bunch of boxes, and we have to go this way to get to the door that leads to the southeast area. There we go. So we just did something good.
Nice.
So yeah, let's save. I guess traveling between the quadrants or whatever is gonna be our main form of saving. Also, thanks for the follow, Excalibur Bunny. Appreciate that. Let's see. See that? According to the map, there's a gate there in the and away from this little opening passageway and the rest of the area. I don't remember this being here before, but I guess it doesn't matter now since it's open anyway. As far as I'm aware, there wasn't anything important in any of these doors, except maybe Is this where the lady who wanted the headphones was? Oh, it's where this guy was. What about the rest of these doors? Time to re-familiarize myself with this. Okay, that's where the information place is. This one's locked, and this one is probably gonna be empty. Oh, okay, no, that's where this lady was. I'm guessing that's a lady, I don't know. Can't really tell. Oh, I press select. Just now realized. POV setting, vibration setting, both of them should be on. Yeah, it tells you that. Okay, the start and triangle both bring up the map. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything down this way. Feel like we might. I think now that the gates are open, we might be able to get to the production area that was closed off before. Wife wants to know if you play a lot of horror games. I don't know. Well, I've been playing some horror games this month because, you know, it's October, but as for doing it regularly, I guess it kind of depends. Like, for the past several months I've been marathoning the Castlevania games because I'm getting ready for a game that's coming out called Bloodstained. That's pretty much a spiritual successor to those games that I'm really looking forward to. But when I don't have stuff like that going on, I pretty much play any from a variety of stuff. Not necessarily use this thermal door key. I didn't know I had that. Okay. Not necessarily restricted to any genre.
Castlevania birds, they're my darkest nightmare.
Also, yes, Castlevania birds. There's a flight of stairs leading down. Do you want to go down the stairs? I don't know. I'm gonna get some insurance here. Well, there are no stairs leading up, so I guess they can't be as bad as the stairs that we saw in the other place. Do I want to save? Well, I just saved with my other save, so I'm gonna say no for once. Don't know what I'll find down here. 2F. Oh yeah, there's multiple places, and we're gonna get chased immediately. So it seems. Are we gonna be facing him when we're in control? Yes, of course we are. Jeez. Okay, I don't know where we're going, but I guess that must be like a scripted chase because it happens immediately and we get dialogue for it and everything. Couldn't tell at first if that was a door or not. There's nothing out of the ordinary in this room. Oh boy. I guess we just found the second variety of... There's nothing weird about this room, so I'm not going to stick around type rooms. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is an all-time classic. It is, really. Still would say that my favorite Metroidvania is... Oh shit, pressed the wrong button again. Still would say my favorite Metroidvania is Aria of Sorrow, though. For the... well, I don't know. At this point I think it would be kind of a toss-up between that and either Portrait of Ruin or Order of Ecclesia for the DS. Which, you know, I'm going to be playing next in the marathon, so... Just spending a really long time on Curse of Darkness. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So let's see what you got on this floor, this area. Central corridor device that allows movement between different areas with the use of a transportation pass. Okay. The stairwell that connects to the residential area. Workers' quarters. Engineers' quarters, and that's it apparently. So that connects to somewhere else. Guessing there's not gonna be as many, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, I'm guessing there's not gonna be as many, like, subsections of this floor as there were on the other floor, but I can't really tell. Like, maybe it's gonna be like System Shock, where all the different floors are divided into, like, 4 quadrants. Oh boy, there's somebody here. It's Nice Makihara and the dresser. When you think you're doing, look inside my dresser like that, and your mother teach you any manners? Boy, so we don't follow Zelda logic in this. Just that there's all these rumors about some kind of monster or something running around. Everyone's a little jumpy, you know. That's right, I guess he doesn't have anything else to say to us. Oh boy, I hear the monster. Just kind of wondering which direction he's gonna come from. The best game is Castlevania in 64. I feel like playing the N64 Castlevania games for the marathon actually made me appreciate them a bit more than before. I mean, I still hate a lot of parts of them and I think they're ridiculous, like the Dual Tower. AKA the stage they forgot to put save points in, but I feel like it's a pretty alright game if you can adjust to the bad parts of it, which are a lot. But I've seen worse, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Oh boy. Where is the monster right now? I hear things. Can't tell if I'm going towards him or nope, he's behind me. I see that now. Thank you for your handy-dandy skill, Naomi. 100 Castle Arcade is the second best Castlevania game. Well, it has some really good music. It does have that. The music is so good, in fact, that it got remixed and reused in a bunch of other Castlevania games, as I've been pointing out on occasion. Typewriter, a pass, and a bookshelf. Everything looks like it's decades old. These books are decades old. They're not relevant to our scholarly pursuits anymore. It's an old manual typewriter. It's pretty much nothing more than a pile of rust now. There's also a punch card. A series of numbers with some punched out. I guess we're taking that. Got the livestock area pass. So what else is down here? Let's see. I'm actually not sure at what point I'm gonna be like calling it for tonight, since I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna beat the game in one go. Probably gonna finish it tomorrow. Large wooden box. Oh, this is Reese. But I get the feeling that... Did I hear about this guy before? Was this, wasn't this the guy that got mentioned that, like, Kamiya shot him or something? Once filled with old metal toys. Taken from kids and old clocks and stuff I took from old folks. Didn't need them as much as I do anyway, right? Oh. What about the tossed aside box? That there's filled with old canned goods and rations used by the Imperial Army. Brings Brings make memories of the old days, that does. What are make memories? I've never heard of that, and I can't really think of any word that might have been a typo of. Box on the Reese. Don't touch that box. No, that box there has a differential switchboard inside. Didn't we find one of those in the control room? I was a pain in the butt to sneak into Tetsuo's and get that without him not... Boy. I'll get something else. Well, home of the one and only Treasure King, the #1 collector in the mesh, the avoid of fierce truly risk, looking for something, I don't know. If I was looking for something, would I be able to take it? It's a veritable museum of the mesh. Can't say that I came about every piece in my collection, shall we say, in accommodation with their previous owners, but one way or another I always get what I want. Free to come back anytime if you want to see my collection, alright. I was just gonna say the same things now. Honestly, my favorite is Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Yeah, that one's good, but it's really hard. It's not quite as, I was gonna say, well, I would say, could say, I guess. Not quite as sadistic as Haunted Castle, but the thing about Haunted Castle is that it's pretty much difficult because of how broken the mechanics are. Pretty much is a big part of it. But no, I don't know. I feel like I should play the Famicom version of Castlevania 3 at some point, since I hear that's not as difficult as the international version. Also, I see Mole has it more than one shop here. Boy. Sure, I'll show you some more of what I have. Mechanized gate key. Those aren't easy to come by, you know. You can open any of the mechanized gates in the mesh. Also, welcome back, Lambda. There's a stairway door key. This one is for the southeastern area stairwell. Southeastern area stairwell, so I guess where we went down to get here. Anything else? The green card. Had a feeling I've seen this somewhere before. I remember seeing the character written on this somewhere. We'll need to go to the control room in the northeastern area if you want to use this, so if you, like, go all the way back to the southwest and talk to the mole and show him that you can confirm that you have to use that to get into the control room. Here is a pass for the livestock area. You can use this in the central corridor on the second floor. Okay, so there you go. Found out where some of the new stuff that we found is for. So it's for the central corridor, which is where I think we're going now if we follow this path. Here we go, central corridor. It's a pass scanner. Looks almost like a mailbox. Before I use that though, I kinda wanna take a look back here at the end of the hallway just to see what's there. Just gotta be a dead end. Or not, there's a door here. Door is locked and cannot be opened. Oh, well, never mind then. Yeah, man. I feel like I should take like another look back at some of the areas in the first floor now that you know the security doors are opened, but not sure. Well, let's use the pass to go to the livestock area, I guess. Do I want to save? Sure. Boy. Hope that wasn't a transformer blowing up because of my electricity dies. Like it did when that happened a few weeks ago. I'm gonna be very unamused. Document 2F livestock area. Oh boy. What are you doing here? Okay. Miku. Vicky, is she gonna be okay? Vicky the bear says, hard to tell. Maybe she'll be alright. Nope, it's too bad. She's going to be killed, probably. It's too bad. Batman, it'll be all over. Well, I mean, that has already happened in some of the other timelines. She's gonna be killed and eaten up. Well, if that happens after this point, we can just turn back time and, you know, mitigate that. What will we find here in the... Oh, it's Maruho. Got something down here attacking people like crazy, but everywhere you go, there's shutters in the way. Forget about trying to get out to the surface. The stair apostrophe S have been blown up. So the stairs something have been blown up. Something that belongs to the stairs have been blown up. We're doomed. Wait a minute, heard something once that those Holy Ring people or whatever they call themselves have a church or something at the bottom level of the mesh. And that they go to the surface straight from there, up to grab more people for whatever it is they do down there. So there is a way up to the surface. They must have an elevator or something down there. Maybe if we talk to them we can convince them to let us use it. The Holy Ring Church. I think we already found the elevator. Unless they're talking about a different one. But the problem with the one that we did find is that it didn't have any power. Right, I guess that's just a dead end then. Oh boy. That didn't take long. Should I keep going here? Okay, there's more ways to go here, I see. And I think I see the guy. Did he show up in the place that I just came from? Kind of have to wonder how that's possible. Did I just go past the door, by the way? Yeah, I did. A manger with Mrs. Mother Awaji, okay. What the heck are you coming into a lady's room when she's sleeping like that? Sleeping standing up? Looking for the elevator, you say? Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Awaji. Everyone calls me the matron of the mesh, okay. Know everything there is to know about the mesh. If you're looking for something, all you need to do is ask me. Let's see. What was it you wanted? Oh yeah, the elevator. Elevator. Where was that elevator? You know who would know? Leno. He probably knows where it is. Stop by his office and ask him, except that Leno's not the friendliest person around, won't even talk to people sometimes. Told you I could help you. Well, I think we've met Leno, but he was in the square back in the southwest area. Maybe that's his office. Well, let's just keep moving here, because I don't know if the monster's gonna be gone now. Or if that was just a ruse to get me to drop my guard. By that I mean the fact that he's not on the map. Or making noises anymore, apparently. So let's see. Where, I wonder. Oh, hang on a minute. This connects back to the place we came from, doesn't it? Yep. Kind of trying to figure out if there's gonna be like one of those information rooms nearby. Those are pretty useful. Oh yeah, it's right here. So, let's see what we can learn about this place. Central corridor, and oh boy, there's a big old central livestock area. I think that's where we came from, though. Or we can go up to the manager's working area. That's northern, southern, and apparently that's it. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see if we can, I don't know, map out the left and northwestern part of the map here, I guess. And if we can do that without getting chased by the... What were they thinking? There's no way they could raise cattle or anything like that down here. Well, you never know. Depending on the smell, I think you can tell whether or not they tried. Okay, here's a ventilation thing, I guess. See, according to the map, or the map that was in the information room at least, the central cattle area that's apparently just in the middle of this floor is so much bigger than it actually was when we went down there. Or so much more open, I guess I should say. Before I head back in there, which I probably will at some point, see if we can get to the top left corner of this place. Or top right, I guess. Because apparently that had a passageway leading to what I presume is a different area. Yep. Could be a different area or could be just a place like this. Okay, a pen with cute-eye Erika inside. Do you know Tetsuo? I have not met him, so I'm gonna say no. Need something fixed, you should ask him to take a look at it. He's usually in the factory somewhere. Isn't he amazing? So all she does is tell you to go look for Tetsuo, I guess. We still have not met. So if we can manage to finish mapping out the edge of this place here. Then maybe we can... Oh, this is just a dead end. Can check out the central area again. But yeah, I'm guessing my comment about this place being potentially laid out in the same place as the first, in the same way as the first floor is actually correct. I'll get another place here that leads to a different room. What's in this room? Oh, this is Leno's office. It's Sweeper Leno. Okay, this is the same guy we met in the square before. What do you think you're doing? Who said you could come in? I met you in the central square, didn't I? So you want to get back to the surface, eh? You might be able to get back to the surface using the elevator up in the research area. I have a pass that could get you into the research area, so I guess we need that. Can't just let you have it, see? The only people who are supposed to have passes are the bosses of each area. Or someone like me, a cleanup man whose authority extends to each area. Suppose if you help me, I could make you my deputy and let you use one of the extra passes. Right now I've been hired to find whoever it is that's been stealing stuff from the factory area. I have a good idea who it is too. I'm looking for Kojima. Oh boy, and his accomplice Miyake. Problem is I can't find them. They've gone to ground. So is this secretly DSP? Wants to bust Kojima. They've got someone hiding them, which means I'll never find them. Whoever's hiding them won't talk to me. That's where you come in. They won't think you're working for me, so you might actually be able to find them when I can't. You help me look for the thieves? I guess so. Just be careful you don't lose it. We got the research area pass. I guess we need to go there too. Oh, wait. We need a pass for the factory area, but we got a pass for the research area, I guess. Also, yeah, that was good music. Also, there's a little bit of the map here that didn't get filled out, and that bothers me, so... There we go. So let's finish mapping out the borders here, you know. Just like in another game that I was playing recently. What was it? I think it was one of the games that I was playing for the... the spooky October thing. I don't remember which one, but it had the same... I was doing the same thing where I'm like, I gotta go into every little nook and cranny because I gotta map out the whole map. Without exception. I assume it was something I played on stream. It might not have been. No, my memory's terrible. Well, back into the central area we go now. Gee, I sure hope the monster's not around here anywhere. Sure would bum me out if he was. Okay. And a siphon queue. Let's see, spot play Etrigan Odyssey. And you mean Etrigan Odyssey? I think there's another Discord that I'm in that apparently had some people that started playing some games from that series recently. Made me very vaguely curious. Oh boy, I think the monster's nearby. Let's not go that way. Or at least not through the middle. I wasn't sure if the monster would show up in any places that you hadn't already mapped out, but I guess he will. Now let's tempt fate and keep going back to where we saw the monster appear before. So what do we got here? We got Believer Morami. Oh boy, is this one of the Holy Ring people? I've been waiting for one like you who carries the darkness in his breast. Will you answer my questions? Sure. There are two birds in front of you, a white crow and a dove with black wings. They are writhing in pain. Would you help? I'm gonna say the white crow. Second question, you have built a city with your own hands. Acolyte Morami. Who lives in this city? Small children or adults? I don't know, adults? I can see I was not wrong about you, but you still have one final test. The third question. The oppressive darkness of the deep ocean and the limitless void of space. Which do you prefer? I don't know, the ocean? I knew you would say as much. You indeed are worthy to be the possessor of the sighing flute. It is said that flowing on the flute produces music that causes the soul to brim and overflow with joy in your hands. Flowing on the flute, okay. I'm pretty sure that should say blowing, but alright. In the hands of one with true darkness in his heart, it will surely bring happiness. Oh, how envious I am of you. Okay, I got the item. I was actually kind of paranoid because I thought that maybe if I talked to one of the cultists, I would like get a game over or something. Have you blown the sighing flute yet? How was it? I don't know. I could try it right now, I guess. But it can't be used here. So I guess I'm not gonna be enlightened today. Right, let's use this opportunity to fill out more of the map before the monster comes back. And yeah, those were all just guesses. Well, I guess less guesses and more. This is what I think. Oh boy. Okay. So this way, that will help me get away, I don't know. Probably go the other way, actually, so that I can... maybe go into one of the other hallways here. Let us not stick around and get hunted by the monster, who I'm guessing is gonna show up a lot in this central area. Based on what I've seen so far. I get the vague feeling there might be even more doors with stuff that I need around here, but maybe it's just more intricate corridors that we're just gonna get lost in, or would if not for the map. We're kinda just there for... oh, I found another door. Assuming this is not... yeah, it's not a door that I've found in the past, it's rot, so... managed to stay alive down here in this crazy world. You've lasted longer than most. Is this where he lives? Yes, to make it this far you must be pretty lucky. Either that or you're incredibly unlucky. Or you can control time and you can just turn back whenever you make a big mistake. You're not still thinking about trying to get back to the surface, are you? Maybe not impossible, but I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. There's a service elevator that leads directly to the surface on the lowest floor of the mesh. If you can find it, you can get back to the surface faster. You can say there's no place like home. There's a catch, though. what the Imperial Army intended to use as its underground headquarters has been taken over by those religious nuts, the Holy Ring. They're using it as their Great Hall. If you want to use that elevator, you're gonna have to get through them first. I want to think about what will happen to you if you go down there, though. How do you know all these things? You seem to know an awful lot. Oh, this is Naomi. You seem to know an awful lot about everything that's going on, almost too much. How do I know what I know? I like to wander around and pick up things here and there. I keep my eyes and ears open, see. You'd be surprised what you can learn if you pay attention to what's around you. Well, I'll be going now. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again. Assuming you live that long, that is. Okay then. Gotta get to that elevator, it's our only chance, no choice. So yeah, that's our quest, I suppose. Need to get to the elevator in the lowest floor. And maybe then we'll be able to escape. What about this? Oh, is this Camilla? I guess this is where he's hanging out. You two look pretty good given the circumstances. Never been better. I thought you were trying to get back to the surface. What are you doing down here? Know why? I can feel it. I can feel it too, with one O. We're being called someone deeper into the bowels of the earth, called to by them. It's irresistible, like a magnet pulling us closer. Pulling you and me. I'm sure you're keep trying to fight it. You are keep trying to fight it, even though you can't. Alright. Then he disappears. So he's not gonna be hanging around a lot if... Oh my goodness, of course that guy's there. Boy, he might have seen us. I get the feeling that might be what happened there. Might as well go through here to fill out the map. And then... make myself scarce. But go this way this time. And find another door, alright. Hunk Genso, alright. Don't scare me like that, I thought you were that thing. Came down from the living quarters. It ain't safe up there. There's that thing running around attacking and eating up everybody. Well, it's down here now. Expect me to stick around up there? Forget it. Get out while the getting's good. So I guess he's just hanging around here. I hope they don't expect me to remember where, like, what specific doors all of these people are in, because I'm not gonna be able to remember that. I would imagine that's not the case. So let's see, we have almost all the livestock area here mapped out. Can already move on to the next map, I'm pretty sure, with the research card or what have you. But I guess I need to find out if there are any more doors left to locate. I would have imagined there were, based on the fact that there was that much more left to tread. But I'm not so sure anymore. So I'll finish mapping this out too, just to so it's not just empty. Right, I already went to that door, but there is one more passage down over, well, I think on the other side of this. Is it on the other side? No, it's, You know what, there's a corner over here that I haven't explored yet, so I might as well go do that first. And of course there's a door right here. It's an office with a trash bin. That's apparently the only interesting thing here. Old rags and straw and the pass with the top ripped off. The bottom of the torn pass. Alright. So we got half of a torn pass. I'm sure this will come in very useful. Let's see if we can finish filling out this place without running into the monster again. Alright. Well, I guess we did. I think that's pretty much the entire map done, so now we can get out of here and go to the next area from the transit space. I forget what it's called. Oh boy. Running out my stamina just going around here. I think it's this way. There we go. So how would we go back to the... Are we like trapped here, I guess, unless we find a different pass, which we have, but still. Get a research area pass if we can't use a torn pass. What about this? Nope. But our inventory is filling up. Oh, I just now realized that I just used the pass of the area that I'm in currently, so... Did that even change where I am, or does that bring me back to the... Does using that, does doing that bring you back to the starting area? No, okay. It didn't actually move. That was just fake movement. So now we go to research area next, I guess. And yeah, we'll save. I guess I should save with the save states too. Boy. So we gotta help find Kojima and whatever the other guy's name was. Here in the research area. Oh boy. Did the fucking monster just show up in the very place that we just came out of? How does that happen? Oh well. Let's see what we got in here. Oh boy, this place looks like fun. The western block, which is in the east. The engineer's working area, and the eastern block, which is in the west. It is engineer's working area, both of them are. There's an emergency elevator there. Maybe we can reactivate that here, I don't know. I'm guessing that elevator links to the elevator on the first, or yeah, on the first floor. Control room for research area coolant system. Supply room, materials warehouse, and control room, controls for the second floor emergency defense mechanisms. So those might be active, I don't know. Fully equipped laboratory research area. 1 and 2. So apparently there's a few landmarks, but apparently most of this place is just fluff. Show the map. Well, I sure hope I managed to get there. See, this place looks like it won't be out of place in a Castlevania 64 stage. Just aesthetically. I officially have no idea where I'm going. Oh, we can go up and there's different elevations, that's great. Oh no, this goes to the eastern block, from what I've, interpreted off the map. Office. Voice from behind says, "What's up?" It's Onishin, okay. Didn't I meet you up on the first floor? You guys must be the new apprentice cleanup men, even though one of us is a woman. Heard a lot about you. You're looking for Miyake. Takes a lot to impress little. Looking forward to watching you work. I have the feeling that dialogue box wasn't quite showing up right. There's some kind of pastry inside, but it's as hard as a rock now. I wonder how old it is. Notepad with all the pages torn out. A piece of cardboard looks about the same size and thickness as a pass. So could we just, like, I don't know, use this? Oh. So I need to mix something with that to, like, make a fake pass, I take it, but we don't have that yet. Guess we're gonna have to remember that that's there. So what's in here? We meet again. It's almost like you're literally a few rooms. You were literally just doing this exact same thing in the room that's just across the hall. Looks like you're having some trouble, need a hand. Miyake's just a big coward. If you can figure out where he's hiding, you should be able to scare him out without much trouble. It's a pretty interesting toy you got there. Yeah, the flute. That's a flute that makes that creepy noise, right? Don't like to admit it, but it scared the hell out of me the first time I heard it. It's like nothing you've ever heard in your life. Alright, I'm glad we got that hint. I got the torn pass. Top and bottom. So do we mix those? Because we have both halves of that now, but not really sure how we use that. I'll say underground capital construction plans on the back. Doesn't look like there's anything important in here, and I guess that's it. Maybe if we go back to that other room now, then we can... Maybe if I punch holes in this piece of cardboard in the same places as the torn pass, it could be used as a pass, alright. But how do I... With this? Oh, okay.